Startup Health is going to catalyze the ecosystem and bring everybody together so that we really accelerate the level of innovation and support the entrepreneur in their journey. So hi, my name is David Weingard. I'm the Chief Impact Officer for StartUpHealth T1D Moonshot, and we're all about accelerating and helping the entrepreneur to prevent, manage, and cure type 1 diabetes. I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes at the age of 36, completely surprised. I was already an Ironman triathlete, a runner my whole life, and I didn't know of anyone with diabetes in my family, although there's some genetic link, and I was completely overwhelmed. I had lost 30 pounds in 3 weeks, I had no energy, and was given a script for insulin and told to come back the next day to the doctor's office. So I went looking for help, and online the information was very topical, and the clinics were overwhelmed, and I couldn't get appointments in the hospitals for months. And this great diabetes educator and nurse named Cecelia fit me into our overbooked schedule and gave me the support, the education, the compassion that I needed to live an empowered life with diabetes, which thankfully I have. And one day I had the idea to scale the value and the goodness of Cecelia using technology, because that's my background. I was at Microsoft at the time, and we signed our first commercial relationships, and we built the business. I left Microsoft to found the company originally called T1D, and then when we found out that Cecelia had passed away from cancer, we renamed the company in her honor and memory. So that's why it's called Cecelia Health. Right now, if you look at the landscape, there's entrepreneurs who are looking to create breakthrough technologies, digital health, molecules, science for type 1 diabetes. They're doing it alone, basically in silos out there. There's nonprofits like the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation or the American Diabetes Association who are providing grants. Also kind of working mostly independently from the entrepreneurs. And then you have the investors who don't understand as much the opportunity around T1D, may not understand the disease state. So Startup Health is going to catalyze the ecosystem and bring everybody together so that we really accelerate the level of innovation and support the entrepreneur in their journey, especially from the early stage where they might have had a grant and they need to really unlock their value on their way to raise capital and grow the business. People are so passionate because a lot of children get diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, and although people get diagnosed later on in life, like myself, it really touches the hearts of the parents and the families around them. And they have to get involved in managing diabetes 24/7, so their lives are turned upside down, and they really start to rally around the children and participate in fundraising and efforts for a cure. The other part is that because type 1 never goes away, you can't take a vacation day from diabetes. It's a very behavior-oriented, every day you need to, every food that you eat, you have to calculate the carbs, manage the insulin. It affects sleep, it affects the energy levels, it affects moods. It really starts to impact everybody around you, and so people start to realize that impact and start to get involved and support the patient. What's most important, just like all the Startup Health organizations, is for the founder to have the right mentality and mindset, that they can overcome challenges in a positive way. They could build a leadership team that's backable, that they're going to be effective in a double bottom line, both impact and financial returns. And so that's really important. Obviously, the product that they're building, there could be a science, a molecule that'll eventually have, research and clinical trials involved, maybe pharmaceutical companies involved, or maybe digital health technology that's helping more with the managing of the diabetes until one day there is a cure. But really, those two buckets, and then you also layer in the international opportunity. So type 1 diabetes is global and affects everyone around the world. If you're a entrepreneur or a would-be entrepreneur, you might be a physician or a scientist, and you have something that you believe can really positively impact the T1D landscape, or you're building a digital health solution and you want to be part of a community of fellow like-minded entrepreneurs and learn from each other and contribute and get coached how to unlock the value of your company and market it, then what you need to do is just please email T1D@StartUpHealth.com, and we'll get it and we'll engage with you, and that would be amazing. And if you're part of the other part of the ecosystem, investors or pharmaceutical companies or medical device companies or institutions, not-for-profits, and you want to not operate in a silo but collaborate together to really accelerate the positive impact for T1D, please also email us at T1D@StartUpHealth.com.